Hallo, das ist Miss Jäger, and welcome to a new episode of World of Tanks. In the last episode, we did a fair amount of stuff. I think the episode was called New Directions. Yes, what had happened was, we'd finally researched the Crusader, and as you can see, we've got the Crusader. It's a very cool, very interesting tank. Absolutely crap at the moment because it hasn't got any upgrades. Everything's still stock. But I have just researched the tracks, so we've upgraded the tracks, and I've got a new engine. So what will happen is we can upgrade it for the tracks from 19.3 tons, which as you can see we'd tip it off to 21 tons, and also it increases our engine strength from 395 to 410. Now that's only about roughly 20 extra horsepower. 15 horsepower. So that's only 15 horsepower extra, but with the maneuverability of the Crusader Mark II Traverse, which has better traverse, 40 degrees second, generally speaking, it just improves the tank's maneuverability. However, the better strength will be here, because as you can see, the armor is appalling for a tier 5. Crusader for the armor here. Hopefully my Mark III turret will be able to get a decent thing. We got 46. It's actually slower than this one, but the gun at the moment is absolutely terrible. So it's understandable why I want to upgrade this thing. I was just currently in a battle with my Convenator before getting this sorted, because I had tried a couple of battles out, and by the time I was getting ready to record, the Crusader was still in battle, so I thought quickly have a bit of a random sesh. Anyway, yes. Also, this is an update as well. We have now got the 8.20. Nope, just 8.2. We were able to, as you can tell, this is mostly for Americans, so we got, oh, Locust. This is cool. Initially designed for airborne. Huh. Ironic. Anyway, so the Americans have their own trees and techs and all that jazz. The T1 heavy tank's been given a bit of a boost, I think. Like, I don't recall it being called a T1 heavy. You've also got new tanks, as you can tell in the tech tree. You've got the T21, which is kind of cool. The T71, T69, T54, T57 heavy, which is the big mother of all craps. Armor is not so bad, but let's do a comparison to even just the pattern, and you can see the difference. It's kind of better than the pattern. Okay, bad example. Let's go to let's go to a country that knows how to build tanks, and it's not Deutschland for a change, so shock. Let's get the T62, for example. Oh, god damn you. Right, okay. I'm determined to find an armor equivalent that is better. Let's see how Deutschland compares. So that's a tier 10. Yeah, there you go. Oh, go to hell, you stupid armoured vehicle. Okay, this one probably is the best one out of the entire thing. Being unsuccessful, it was disappointing. Bleh, American crap. I will, however, I can rain on this thing's parade, not because it's American, but because it's kind of like the French. If you notice, that's not French. There is a similarity in design. There we go. Similar French design, and I think this is the latest one, like the last one you can get. So that's probably got like the best armor, hasn't it? Oh no, that's worse. Okay, so the French really don't know how to make a good heavy tank. Well, anyway, hey, we won despite my tank being blown up. Boom. Admittedly, at the time, I was kind of being silly. I was advancing, and I shouldn't have been advancing, but whatever. Can I buy it? Yes, thank you. God, I was needing that. Right, we now have better tracks. Depot. Module. Anyway, so yes, this is the new updated version of 8.2. Oh yeah, I should really get a radio for that. Oh well. I've recently got the Crusader. It only has 3 crew members, which is surprising, but that at the same time is cool. extra experience in the convert experience-o-meter. We now have 20 plus thousand experience. And I was going to say actually, doing my own personal tech tree story, I'm going to call it. We did in the last episode research the T-34. Yeah, and I think there's a new Russian tank around here. It's a lot lower than it. Ah, yes, there's a new Churchill as well. Yes, we finally researched the T-34-85. That's a beauty and a half. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's now able to be bought, but as you can tell, it's 915,000 gold. So, oh sorry, coin, credits, whatever. So unlikely to get that. However, for Germany, things look a bit more achievable because even though it's 78,000 EXP to research, what I'm going to do in the future when I'm roughly around 40,000. Now, don't forget, I will be using other tanks. I'm going to build up my free experience meter, and then put it onto the German onto the meter, which is probably going to cost me a lot of gold coins. But in the end, it'll be worth it because that means I'll be able to research either the Koenigsegger, or I will be able to research the VKDB. But to be honest, I'm leaning more towards getting a King Tiger because this beauty needs a partner. Anyway, enough jibber gabbering. Let's get into the fray by actually clicking on the battle. Oh, and also, if I'm speaking a bit louder, I do apologise. I have a cold, and unfortunately, it's buggered my hearing up a bit. So, if I'm speaking any louder, if you want a confirmation sound, that's why. Oh, and we are back. That looks like a nice upgraded Crusader, I reckon.
Pride of the fatherland.
The British, this guy needs to know where his allegiance lies. Oh, that's much nicer. Yeah, that's a lot more manoeuvrability. We're getting a bit faster. Now, as you can tell, this tank was not... As you can tell by the tierage, I'm being tiered up with tier 5s and tier 6s. Of course, of which these things will probably be able to rip through my hull with just so much as blinking at me. So, regretfully, this tank probably falls into the regions and margins of Scout, which is not something I'm a big fan of. You know me, guys, I'm not a big fan of scouting. Not in the sense that I would drive my tank to the other side of the map and end up dying. I mean, I know you get points, excuse me, I know you get points for scouting and detecting and all that jazz, and it's great, but then you die. So you just waste however many credits you spend rebuilding your tank only to then do the same thing again and again and again and again. So I kind of feel if the better thing to do is what I'm doing is get a reasonable distance into the area, then start shooting from afar. Your tank, yes, isn't going to be able to do as much, but
Fire will take them with us.
come on, low hit. Dow! Oh, hello, Panzer IV. Panzer Sleeper
Crack
4.
him open. His armor is like paper.
Wow! Ouch! That was quite nasty. Oh, yes, Americans got a new tank. Jackson. Hey, I know a guy called Jackson. He'll be proud. Ooh. Oh! That's cruelty. That must be the new tank. No way, mate. I appreciate that you need some help, but I've only just been able to upgrade the bloomin'... Oh, sugar plums. That's a lot. I'm going to wait and hope to God that guy does not see me. Oh, he probably just shot at that tank. Yeah, my gun can't pen that for sure. Well, currently we're doing really well, actually. The enemy have suffered multiple casualties, including their M4. There's their KV-1S. Don't bugger about with that tank for sure. Ah, he penned him. Oh, is that tank? Oh, I think I might be able to get a shot in. No, that tank easily could pen mine, so I'm going to kind of hold back on firing at him for a while. Until I know I can get a kill shot, or at least a shot in which I know I'm going to be alright from, I don't want to take a chance. Okay, so we've lost 3 tanks in a row. Now I'm going to make a move. I kind of wish I was in that Panzer IV or the Panzer III, because I would know then that I'd have a better chance. Oh, he's got a bad track, so I'm going to spin round and try and engage. Yeah, I got someone. I shot someone. Oh, no! He's looking at me! He's looking at me! Oh, he wasn't looking at me. Well, he has a 105. My gun can do bugger all to his guy. I have to do this. Yeah! Screw you, German. Ow! Oh, okay, that was a bit of a miracle. Okay, well, the suspension has been neutralised. My driver has been hit, but there's nothing I can do. But the game is actually going really well for us at the moment. So hopefully I'll be able to earn some experience off this. And if I'm lucky, I might even be able to get a kill. Jackson got a good kill. That's an awesome name. I like a name. I know it's kind of Americans give their own tanks like a name, like proper names, but I kind of like it. As much as I like the term Panzer IV or T-3485 or you know, Crusader, I like the term of an actual name for a tank, like Jackson or Matilda. It's like, yeah, it gives personality to it. Oh, is he AFK? Oh, he's AFK. Well, I'm going to run up to him. Don't know how long he'll last, but yeah, that guy's now going to... Don't you get in my way. Ah! Oh, if only my driver was alright. No, gave up. Pigs here. Well, we survived. I'm happy because we survived. We're not dead. We're not badly wounded. Just a bit annoying that we couldn't actually get the bastard that we wanted to get. Darn. Hang on, how many shells do we have? I'm only just going to repair my tank. Because if then, that means we get a... Oh! Typical. Right, okay. So if we have to, now we can get medical stuff. So heal... Yep. What? Oh, for a second I thought it was like, what? Oh, yes, 3,500, fair enough. Okay, so now we can fix our tank, and we can now do some stuff. Now it's now fully... We might need to get one of these, because I don't know how long... I don't know, because this is the tech tree at the moment. I've researched all the radios necessary, so we don't have to ever worry about radios again. Experience-wise, it'd be kind of handy to be able to get that, but let's face it, I don't mind just driving around being really fast. If I can get some kills, then it might be good, but until I can actually get some kills, I don't know. Oh, I am so dead. See you in game. And we're back. So, anyway, yeah, unfortunately, well, now that we've got the engine parts, we can now hopefully get the... Well, I haven't got the engine parts yet, but we got the tracks, so hopefully we can get some decent things. I don't expect it to live this long in this match. Unfortunately, what's going to happen is I'm probably going to be some use, perhaps, like maybe I could ding someone, but I don't expect my survival chances to be quite high. I expect them to be quite low, because we're facing VKs and SU-100s. One shot from them and I'm dead, so I have to be extra careful. I mean, I'm not breaking my own rule because the tanks ahead of me are there, and I'm still within a reasonable distance of the heavies, so it's not like I'm breaking my own rule. I cannot wait to get a Cromwell though. I want a Cromwell. It's got a 75mm gun. It'll be very handy to have a 17-pounder, to be honest. Okay, so at the moment... Ah, there we go. Bumped into a Crusader. Oh, he's a light tank as well. Figures. Right, we've got a T1 Heavy. I'm going to get out of here before the T1 Heavy spots me and shoots me and blows me up. Okay, so they're all mushing on... they're all mustering on one side, and I'm kind of seeing what's going to happen here, so I'm going to avoid it. And pray to God that we can get away from this whole zone before we end up bumping into any more friends. Because at the moment what's going to happen is, although we've killed off their Crusader, but the T1 Heavy with his mate is going to knock out our T1 Heavy. There's a Panzer IV that's being knocked out. We're going to swing around, see if I can do some extra swings. So far it's going quite well in the kill ratio, but I've seen matches in which that looks so amazing go to utter shit because we're not paying attention to one thing or another. Like, for example, I'm probably going to die now. Hello?
Scheiße! We're taking damage! They are scratching your paint job, Helmut.
Fucking fix! Ah, oh, Christ almighty, that was close. I'm going to stay behind friendly tanks and hope to God that the guy doesn't spot me. Okay. Well, our base defense is quite low, but they're not approaching it at the moment. Kind of wondering why, but I shouldn't really question it. Okay, so the enemy VK has been neutralized. I've suffered a nasty hit. I perhaps should have just used that healing thing, but oh, well. AMX then, fair enough. Oh, come on. A little bit faster. So far the priest hasn't been taken out. I'm wondering why. Oh, no, he's just taken him out. The game's virtually won, in a sense, so we should be fine. No, don't do that. No, you plebs. We can win the game really easy, because we can just cap the base, and then that's sorted. And we'll win the game by that means. For some, yes, it's like, oh no, it's no glory, but they kind of baiting us to go over them, and if we constantly go over to them, then we're going to lose the match because we'll end up being shot or hit or blown up by their vehicles, and they've still got a fair amount of vehicles. But look, the Su-100's there, so that means we need to quickly kill that bugger, quickly. Excuse me, just have a cough. I have to admit, this tank is quite good. Ah! Thank you. That was quite a good game. I didn't do too much, regretfully, but at the same time, I survived, and that's all that matters. And in all honesty, some days it's all about survival. When you're at the early stages of your tank, and it's like, right, okay, I really need to be careful now, otherwise I can die badly. Hey, that means I can get a new engine. That's awesome. Anyway, and that is it for the moment. Yes, so, update to the game. Looks cool. Very much changed to America. Lots of new things. I've got a Crusader, and I'm looking forward to upgrading it and getting a Cromwell, but, you know, it's early days at the moment. I've still yet to give it any merchandise. I'm definitely keeping the Convenator, even though it is blowing up. It's such an awesome tank that I couldn't bear to get rid of it. I've still got in the Tiger Pip department. We are researching through. Admittedly, we're not going to be able to make this tank elite anytime soon, but if we can research the Tiger 2, I think we'll be alright. I think we'll happily be sorted. And I'm looking very much forward to playing with that tank again. Also, don't forget, I have got 20,000 plus experience. So that's all cool. And yeah, that's about it really. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's not stupidly amazing with amazing tank skills or anything like that, but with this tank it's more a case of let's get out of the way before we get blown up sort of style than the hey, let's go into the battle sort of thing. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed your video. If you want to rate, subscribe, I am very happy and I will say thank you very much. I also have a Shogun series running at the moment. I'm going to make another episode soon. I also have an Armor series going. Well, it's not exactly a series per se. It's more of a when I'm playing with a few mates of mine using the Armor I-44 or Ace mod. If there's ever any cool things like that happening, we're working together. Good team tactics. If you like that, then you'll like this. Anything like that, then feel free to check them out. Please rate, subscribe, and yeah, that's it really. This is Crap Hunter signing out.